Wait a minute. Now grab that. Now put it on. Now go put it on.
Man, try to put it on.
I'm ashamed to wear it.
That's on.
Wait, hold on a second. There's no way I'm going to put a dirty top on. There's no way I'm going to put a dirty top on.
Wait, so now you're just telling them all this dirty. Now you're just telling them all this dirty.
It's dirty.
No. No one can tell. No one can tell. Corey.
I can tell.
Camera off. We'll wait for you to change. Camera off.
Camera off.
Again, you're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. You're
definitely lying.
Put the shirt on, fam. Put the shirt on, bro. Man's doing all that. Put the shirt on, bro. Come on,
Monto, I would have put the shirt on if I could. It's not going on. Just run.
What do you mean? Bro, we're not gonna move on the show until you put the shirt on, bro. Corey, we'll wait for you. There's enough people in the stream. We'll wait for you, bro. That shirt needs to be on. If any of us lost, we'd have to.
Yeah. Just run it, man.
Exactly.
Just run it, man.
You put a dirty top on,
Corey. Bro, put the top on.
How about this, bro? I wore this. Corey, I wore this.
No, I'm asking, would you put a dirty top on?
Yes, I would.
Corey, I wouldn't tell the world it's dirty.
I'll put it on. Unfortunately, I'm not doing that. I'm not you, man.
Corey, just to summarize, you're refusing to put on a Man U shirt. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. No. Even.
That's dirty.
Don't entertain it.
It smells.
Don't entertain it because the people
that went to gym in it. You're right, Ethan.
Hold on. Everyone watching. Hold on, Corey. Everyone watching knows. Everyone watching cannot smell through their screen. Can you put the top on, please? We're not going to move this on. Any of us would have had to do the same thing. Any one of us had to do the same thing if we've lost our game. So can you put your shirt on?
Bro, it's not even that. Bro, the chat is telling him to put it on. Just stop it on.
Hey, chat, it's not happening. I'm leaving the house.
It doesn't matter for me. Casey, go over there. Casey, can you walk across? Can you turn your camera off, walk across, and tell him to put his shirt on, please? Thank you, because this is actually policy, and you're going against Big Six policy.
Casey, so again, do not do the running thing. You're not that person, Casey. Trust me, you're not that person.
Bro, put the shirt on, G. Corey, all of my thing, put the shirt on.
Monto's not the leader.
Everybody wants you to put it on. It's not just Monts, bro. Everybody.
Corey, forget Corey. It's just that, innit? Today's that day, innit? It's one of those days where
you know what? I'll find the top to put on.
No, that just
You have a minute till we sort out the light goal. You have a minute to find
you just do all that.
You do your thing. Go off camera, do your thing. You have a minute. We'll start the light goal.
Get your makeup ready. Get it all done. All of that. We'll run the clips when you're not here. That's cool. Just get the top on, bro. Come on, let's do that.
Just get the top on, and we'll see you. We'll see you in a minute.
No problem.
Boy, put your bra on as well.
You've been warned. You have to.
That's better to say get the bra on as well.
Get Corey's bra. Remember hashtag Corey's bra.
Get the bra on.
Oh my god.
All right, Casey, I'm so sorry you have to be on the bottom row. It's just the formation. I'm so sorry. I know you shouldn't be in between these bums, these two bums left and right of you, but
bums, son, shit, bums, but
it's fine. Like you have to
don't worry, my broski's holding it down. My broski's holding it down.
At least you're in the middle winning. You can control the bums, like you can control them.
So I just insult man before you even get to the introduction, but carry on, did it? You know what I'm saying? Carry on. Man, don't even get to the intro. Don't even get introduced before, you know what I'm saying? Insulting, yo. Intro, man, and then insult, man. You know what I'm saying? But lads with me, man. Hope everybody's good. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we ain't even done the intro. There's 200 people in here. Yo,
let's even get to the intro.
We ain't even done the intro. No, but Corey come on some fuckery, though. Corey did come on some fuckery though. We told him to like that. If that's the rules,
then fair. If that's the rules, then fair. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
That's not the rules. They've made that one up. By the way, they've made it up. They've made it up on the fly. On the fly.
All right. Apparently, guys, you made it up. Listen. Oh wait. He's still on mic. I just realized this.
Just cheeky.
Anyway, people. Welcome to another episode of Big Six Bands. It is the roundup. It's the game week 2 roundup. We are back. I'm joined by Corey. I'm joined by Flawless. I'm joined by Casey, Eve, and Kiz. And if we are lucky, we might just get an appearance from Don as well for talking all that shit about his DM that he signed for 150 million of the Queen's finest British pounds. Yes, all of those Benjamins. Listen, it is a great day today if you are not a Chelsea fan or a United fan. I promise you that one. Big up Spurs, big up all my Spurs, big up the Spurs people. You're not going to get a lot of credit today. You know what I'm saying? A lot of credit. They doubt it. But listen, we have to start the light goal ASAP. Already 230 people in the house. Man, what are we saying for the light goal today? Chat. What's the light goal for today? What's the light goal?
It's got to be 2 bills. Surely.
310.
It has to be 200. It has to be 200.
2 bills, fam. 100k.
Perfect.
No, Chelsea was 3-1. I'm saying 3.
I'm saying 310. We got to say it higher. 2 bills is. Or 312. I hear 312.
Why not 320? That's all the numbers in both scores.
Oh yeah, altogether 320.
Come on, yeah. Let's get, or 321. Do 321.
Exactly. Yeah, we could do 321.
Exactly.
Yeah, 321.
321. We'll take
321 sounds good. 321.
Yeah. Look, the panels all saying 320. Yeah, all of that. Yeah, all of that. Let's hit 2 of the super chats already, nice and early. Big up Wu-Tang Gambino with the £2 donation. He goes, let's get this cooking for Corey started. Oh, you already know.
Oh, we will. The pot's warm. The pot is warm.
Big up LJ Brown for the super chat as well. You know, we appreciate you. He goes, where's the Chelsea representative so we can cook him? Matisse, Lewis, Don, 1 Billy and 1 Billy and 2 goals and 2 goals and 4 points. They don't even have 4 points. They have 1 point.
They have 1 point.
They got 1.
And yeah, man, I don't think they have 4 points. They have 1.
Bro, they've got $1 billion for every Premier League point right now. So you guys already know what it is. As I said, only Chelsea can do this. Only Chelsea can have a pivot. That anyway, do you know what? Let me not even get started. We're still in the intro. Let me not even get started. You know what I'm saying? But listen, thank you for the super chats, people. Big up Hit 44 with the super chat as well. He goes, that Paqueta yellow was funny still. Yeah, hilarious. Yeah. Big up Hit 44. It was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But listen, big up the people in the chat right now. You already know what it is. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We are less than 40 subscribers away from 6,300 subs. So we should be able to get that either today or tomorrow. Of course, we have the Liverpool All-Star panel revamped tomorrow as well. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock tomorrow. So we're going to run that one back again, obviously, because Hammers couldn't make it. So he's going to hop on that one. So we've got plenty of content ready for you guys. You're going to have my personal reactions as well in the morning. You'll get my video release. And of course, we've got the Mandem today. So it is going to be crazy. But make sure we smash the like button. Remember, 321 is the like goal today. So remember, and make sure on top of that, you go over to Sarcasm City and you make sure you hit the subscribe button over there as well. Yes, Flawless is a bum. He's a bum, but he's my bum. So, I mean, pause. I mean, he's my friend, but not. You know, you guys know what I mean, innit? You guys know what I mean. Pause. That's
he's my bum.
This fucking guy.
Oh man. But listen, chat. I know you guys are waiting for the main man. Corey, how's it going over there?
I'm spraying up this danky top. Give me a second.
Yeah, spray it up.
Man said spray it up.
Come, let's get to it, man. You man got questions. He's got Corey
gonna
do the thing
behind you.
Yeah.
Wait. Do you know what killed me? Yeah, I don't know if it happened to you lot, but when he came on camera, it went from the top being hung up to it being on him. Like it done the image, so it teleported from being behind you to on it. That's the one, fam. That's the one still.
Guys, man, please quickly. Let's get this done. Please.
You lot, hashtag Corey's bra, get it trending. Big up Slim Ake for the $4 donation. He goes, Chelsea fans stealing chains about a home or a pot to piss in. Also, Corey, I thought you were baked going White Hart Lane.
Yeah, you told me about burgers and fries.
Yeah, like I was hearing burgers, chips, drinks, all of that.
Corey.
Yeah.
Lucky we didn't go, EA. Lucky we didn't go.
So, you lot, obviously we have to start with the clip, right? Or do we have to start with the clip?
Because that right there is the fact, because we don't want to start just attacking Corey based off nothing. It has to be based off what he said. We need some context, so let everyone know what was said prior.
He needs to know why he's holding it.
Smash that like button. I want to see popcorn emojis in the chat now. Just popcorn emojis, because it's popcorn.
Just bare popcorn, because this is that's it. I should have got a little bag as well. I should have got a little bag today, man.
You know, this is sweet.
First of all,
I want to say that obviously we're winning. Tottenham aren't scoring against me. I said this already 2-0.
Jesus Christ.
Rashford will be scoring. This will be Rashford's first goal of the Prem this season. And you guys keep on saying about Mason Mount and Bruno, but what you need to know with my manager is when something doesn't work, it changes. You get your chance, and then he just changes it.
How's that working out for you, Corey?
Wait, the one it just changes. You get your chance. It just changes.
Corey, you're just a finished. Words can't describe how finished this.
I'm not remix that. You have to do one more time. You have to run that one more time.
One time. Was there more? Was there more? Did that
one more time.
Yeah, one more time.
One more time.
First of all, I want to say that obviously we're winning. Tottenham aren't scoring against me. I said this already 2-0.
Jesus
Christ. Rashford will be scoring. This will be Rashford's first goal of the Prem this season. And you guys keep on saying about Mason Mount and Bruno, but what you need to know with my manager is when something doesn't work, it changes. You get your chance, and then he just changes it.
Bro, Corey, do you feel shame? Do you feel shame?
Hang your face in shame.
There has to be some.
Corey, I get why you said what you said the second part, because I was on the same thing. So I get why you said that. The first part, why? You know what I'm saying? The first part as well, but the second part I get. Yeah, the first part is a bit crazy, but the second part I get. I understand. I was saying the same thing, Corey. So I get why you said that.
Just to clarify, you told me I wasn't scoring, and you told me that Rashford was going to open.
That's all a bit more.
His goal.
This
is the deluded crazy.
Today.
The clean sheet,
correct.
The
The third stinker is you told me that you were going to change your team and that Mason Mount wasn't playing. You got it all wrong, my friend. You got it all wrong.
All wrong.
Yeah, you literally,
You went
0-2.
The 0 for 3K. 0 for 3.
Wait, what's the free? What's the third?
The 3, so the wrong score, the fact that Rashford's gonna bag, and the lineup.
Oh yeah, and the change.
Wrong.
0 for 3.
Just
The
wrong.
And the clean sheet. He said he was keeping a clean.
And the clean sheet. But remember, do you not remember the two-piece combo when Corey did they tried to do the Uno flip where it's like there's an agenda against United. We have no one thinks Casemiro's world class. So big up T with the super chat from T with the super chat to ever since last season. There's been no praise for Casemiro, nothing but hate. Like when we go and turn these man over, man, I'm gonna
bro.
Casemiro was so smug. It was the smugness of it all. Are you man done yet?
Yeah. Man, I'm taking it what you man are saying. I'm just gonna sit here. Let you man chat.
Corey never changed, man. I love that last part. That's hilarious. Yo, I'm gonna sit here and let them man chat. Hey, Corey never changed, man.
That is literally the definition of humble. Humble pie. Yam it up. Eat it. Do what you want with humble pie. You're finished.
Grab. I can't believe it. Man told me the butcher didn't miss. Butcher got own goal.
Guys are bummed. Own goal. A man are telling me he's better than Gabriel. Please, man. Please.
Let's not do that. He's better than Gabriel. Let's not do that.
He's not. He's not.
Gabriel don't even start for you lot, man. Let's not do that.
One game.
He's better than Gabriel.
That's one game. All right. But we're going off one game.
It's 2 games.
This?
It's 2 games now. It's 2 games.
I guarantee you.
The first game he stunk as well. The first game he stunk as well.
Yeah, he got hooked because of the booking, number 1 and number 2. Yeah, there was 2 things.
Yeah, that's it. Rash.
Yeah. Let's not do too much, but that don't change last season.
Own goal again. He's finished.
Don't do
By
that.
the way, man.
Don't do that.
Corey, I'm going to defend your corner.
Don't do that.
If I wrap my mind just quickly, and we did our score predictions, you had me down as losing, didn't you?
So did I.
What did you say?
No,
Yeah, said him Montel.
I told man 2-0 Spurs.
I'm saying Montel. Montel's the one that said I was losing.
Yeah, I did, bro. Hey, I was wrong. Hey, listen, I was wrong. Listen,
He was trying to hang with. He was trying to hang.
Yeah,
So you an intruder. You an intruder.
Yeah. Ethan, I've seen the light. I'm wiping my eyes with Chelsea's Benjamins, and I'm credit to you. Credit to you. Credit to you, champ.
To do that to you.
Well done, King.
Thank you.
Bro, there's hella unsung heroes in that United game, in that United Spurs game. Obviously, like there are so many good performances. I think, of course, Romero was excellent. Basuma and Maddison were excellent in the midfield. But you know who I thought was one of the unsung heroes of the game? Sarr in that midfield was a
young Yaya Toure. Correct.
But now we know their best midfield, isn't it?
Wait, hold on. Wait. What did you say?
I know. He had to take it a step too far.
It wouldn't be Ethan if he didn't take it a step too far.
This is it, like one game, and now he's Yaya Toure.
Cheers.
I get it.
He had his
It's the one.
Thank you.
He was ready to break those lines. He was ready to make the late run.
Okay, you're right, Eve, man. You're right.
Literally.
Back to United, because Corey, I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah, Corey, that's cheeky again. Yeah, Corey, you are not allowed.
Back to United,
let Ethan spit.
Bro, back to United's fuck up. Yeah.
Yaya Eve.
Can we
Yaya Eve.
Bro, can we please start Anthony? Can we start Anthony, please? Is that calm? I want to start with Anthony.
Yeah, let's start Anthony. Let's start Anthony.
Okay.
Let me run the super chats. And then we'll start with Anthony. Big up everyone in the chat, by the way. Big up Wu-Tang Gambino with another super chat. He goes, Ethan, don't let Corey breathe because of the disrespect. Yeah, it wasn't even I think I'm gonna beat you. It was the disrespect. That's where it was.
Man, for he's coming to the stadium keeping a clean sheet. The cheat.
Yeah, bro.
I love Corey, man.
I can't believe Corey.
It's mad. It's mad.
Never change.
You know
what are we doing?
How crazy it is. The reality is mad.
Are we doing speak when spoken to for Corey?
I forgot about that.
Is he on the speak when spoken to?
You know what? Like he didn't get whooshed, didn't it? Like a whoosh. No,
Montel. I'm sorry. After the smugness, speak when spoken to. So I think you should just mute him. And then obviously when you want to let him talk, you just unmute and then he's allowed to. You get.
That's fine. I'll go.
I don't want to.
What's the one? What's the one? What's the thing where the black parents do when you're around the table for dinner time? Is it children should be seen but not heard? Is it that one?
Yeah. Keep your face in the camera. We need to see you but not hear you. That's it. So keep your head up. Keep your head up.
Yeah, head up, G. I moved the camera down a bit. Head up.
Yeah. Head up, G. Head up.
Yeah. We want to see you.
It's so cheeky the way KC's speaking right now. More time man queuing up Darth Vader and he's talking like this.
Hey, bro.
You might know the real though. You know the real. So
I want to see your badge. Just listen. Just show me pride. Shoulders high. You know how it is. When you want to show someone you're confident, shoulders high, chest, you know what I mean? Like posture. Big you up. Big you up.
Wait, what is the real, by the way? I actually need to know. What is the real?
Well, the real thing is, we need a striker and a midfielder. Very ASAP. Tomorrow.
But Corey, you knew this before the game. This is what I don't get. If you knew this before the game, why do you think you could come to the lane and watch Ange ball and think you're going to get something out of it?
But I can't lie. You keep on saying this Ange ball. Yeah, like, yes, you won, and big you up. But Ethan, you're talking like you played this extravagant ball. You didn't. Like, I'm sorry to say you didn't.
Basuma broke up Caicedo. This same Caicedo, the 31-year-old, apparently top 3 DMs in the league, got broke up.
Wait, Ethan, I had to make sure because I asked, is Casemiro world class? Went round.
I stayed quiet.
I got the replies. I got the replies I wanted. So we can't change that one up now after one game. Surely not.
Corey, I stayed quiet, right?
I made sure I got the data.
Let me hit these. Hold on, Corey. Before you say what you're gonna say, let me run these super chats and then we'll let you carry on. Big up Ed for the £2 super chat. He goes, "Cause no excuses, I beg. You and the team needs grabbing." Big up Ed. T says, big up T for the super chat. You know, we appreciate you. He goes, "It's okay. We go again next week." Yeah,
That's the
that's the words of Ollie. That's the true Man United fan. Ollie, that's it. That's it.
Ed says, I'm not Ten Hag out, but my manager needs to hold corn.
That's very
I mean, hey,
that's very.
Because how about this? Because
very
if Mount pulled out if Mount pulled a masterclass out of his ass, and Fernandes started doing the Mazar and the whole team smoked Tottenham, then we would have been hearing Ten Hag this.
Yeah, that's right. He's not wrong. He's not wrong at all when he's saying this. Ten Hag, he deserves to hold most con for this defeat.
That's it. Why is that? Let me know. Because he played the same. Because he
played the same team, my brother. That's why.
So that's on him. So you know, like as a kid, when you fall over, you hurt yourself, and something, you hurt yourself bad, and
go on.
Would you then think the very next day, not the very next week, a couple days later, not even a week later, a couple days
to do the same thing,
go and do the same thing again and expect a different result?
And that's why I said about the game. That's why I get what Corey said in the clip you played in particular. The second part is normally he switches it up. So to see him play the same team is very unlike him, and that's obviously the players ain't blameless. But he takes the majority of the blame. I said this. If we play the same team and we don't win, that's on him. Because this don't work.
Eredivisie lack of experience.
That's just stubbornness. That's just stubbornness.
He's just Guten Tag. He is Guten Tag.
It's straight stubbornness. We've seen this before. We've seen many managers do this, and that's on him. He has to take the majority of the blame for that, without doubt.
But then, that being said, Flora, the argument could be made that first half you were decent if you took your chances. It's a different story.
Yeah, we was, but then we did. You know what I'm saying? And that's as the game's going on in the first half. I'm like, yeah, but we know these players are short, so you should have spent the money better. This is why when I was on this very channel, every time I've been on this channel all summer long, which I have been when you check the clips, talking about Mason Mount, I said horrible signing. Now all of a sudden it's Mount's not a good signing.
Yeah, Mount's horrible.
What's horrible though? People don't be listening though. Why can't we challenge Flawless. Negative, all this nonsense? Yeah, go on.
So do you know what I'm hearing right now, Flawless? It's like the Chelsea scapegoat has been transferred to the United scapegoat. So now that Maguire's obviously not the scapegoat anymore because that boy don't play. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, as soon as the disaster hits, because guess what? As much as everyone hates it, Mount wasn't actually. Man United weren't horrible. This is why. Hold on. Let me do this. This is why. Hold on. Again, and Corey, as I said, when spoken to, by the way. So when
it's literally you do not interrupt.
Yeah, interrupting way too much. When we said that, should we do the Corey. Listen. And as I said, I one touch. Don't worry. I will not let Flawless be hypnotized in this channel into Mount slander for this whole session.
No, it's not. Again, you cut me off before I got finished. Because again, don't put words in my mouth. Nowhere did I say Mount was the sole person to blame. That didn't. I never said that. Again, people don't pay attention. Don't let one touch or Monts try to trick you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I did not say that. No, I did not say that. Not once did I say Mount was solely to blame or he was the worst player or anything. I didn't say that. I've just been saying what I've saying before. I said all summer long on this channel, you can check it. It's a horrible signing. Does that mean he was the worst player on the pitch? No. Does that mean we don't have other issues? No. I've been calling out this team long before Mount. I've said it for the long. This team lacks creativity and goals. All we've added is Mason Mount. It was never going to work. We scored 48 Premier League goals this season. Yeah, but Hoyland's not playing it.
But Flawless, when I tried to tell Corey his window was underwhelming, he didn't want to listen to me. I said I broke, and I said this to Kaz.
Interrupting again. I beg you just mute
interrupting, bro. I'm not saying.
Don't lie, though.
Hold on. Corey, when spoken.
Last chance.
Yeah. Bro, you're up in the strikes and that.
Who are you to try baby, man? Are you crazy? Hold on a second.
You get baby, bro. You get baby for that. Don't try that.
Casey, Casey, we shouldn't even have to be doing this about Landon.
No, Montel, just mute him. Montel, why are you talking?
It's just
if you hear him, just press that.
Montel, be yourself.
I'm not gonna mute him. I said this last chance in it. I'm not gonna mute him. So my thing is that, and I also told Kaz, I made it clear to Kaz. I said the window is underwhelming. I said if you go and get Amrabat, fair enough. Then everything changes. if you go and get Amrabat. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously the window's not done yet. But for now, we have to go without Amrabat. Højlund is injured. Mount is just another Bruno. And then the only good
surprise, bloody surprise.
And the excellency, I'll be honest, was Onana. They disgraced Onana today. Like Onana was very, very good. So was Martinez. Martinez was quite good apart from the own goal. But that's not the point. My point is that Mason Mount actually didn't have a bad game. The people who we need to look at.
Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Don't do that. Yes, he did have he had an awful game. He had 14 passes in 84 minutes. Don't do this. He had 14 passes in 84 minutes. Let's not do that. He had an awful game. Please. You fine tune that. Yeah.
We can agree to disagree. I don't think Mason Mount had an awful game, but it was also not
because you got an agenda to run. That's why.
I don't have. Okay.
You have an agenda to run, of course you do.
Right.
You have an agenda to
run.
run. I see through the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But go on. Joke, man.
Let me run.
At the
end of the day, the person we are looking at that needs to be spoken about is Ten Hag, Anthony, and Casemiro. Because Casemiro, no one's speaking about the world-class DM that got nutmegged twice and got beaten up by Basuma, who was named as one of the worst signings of the season last year. No one's talking about that one. No one's talking about Sarr. Sarr and Basuma were named as a couple of the worst midfielders last season. And they bossed, but they're going to say, do you know what? Like, we need to disgrace Casemiro. Yeah, even you go. Tell them what they did to Casemiro. The great, because remember, Corey told us how there's a Casemiro agenda. There's an agenda on this channel about Casemiro. Yeah. Ethan, I'll let you take it.
Just quick, I want to talk on Basuma real quick, innit? We'll start with Kiers. This is not precisely aimed at Kiers, mainly the man there. But Basuma was having a bad season last season. I had to remind man that Basuma is still the best midfielder. Or at Brighton, he was the best midfielder outside the top 6, yeah? And obviously, we've seen that recently. But man was saying, I had Kiers telling me he wasn't suited for any top 4, top 6 team. I told him, Kiers, he's got shackles. Kiers. Kiers. I've got Mexico on the way, but injuries. And now, kids, you're getting to see Bissy. I can't lie, 2 man of the matches in a row. You're crazy, fam. He's too hard.
He batted up Casemiro still. I can't lie.
He batted up Casemiro.
Hey, Basuma, the thing is, Basuma a bad boy. Don't get him mistaken. Basuma a bad boy midfielder.
But Flores, I feel like people slept on him too much last.
Because he had again because we live in a reactionary era where if you have one bad season, you're an awful player. You have 2 or 3 bad games, all of a sudden you're an awful player. That's how it is. We know how this runs.
But they want to give
leeway to Ethan, you know what was for me mainly? It wasn't even because, listen, I always rated Basuma at Brighton. Like, we know he was hard, whatever. But for me, it was like the season he had last season and the way Conte had him playing and whatnot, and he was treating him, it was so difficult for me, not, and especially because, listen, we know we got a rivalry. We know that. It was so difficult for me not to say anything like that. Like, you know our rivalry. It was difficult. I couldn't say, oh no, he's gonna come good. The season he had last season, it was poor. Let's be real, it was shocking.
No, it was. But again,
he barely played though.
That's my point, Corey.
I could barely go off anything else but that because he didn't play.
No, I hear it.
No, but that's hard.
Context.
Corey,
stuff. Like he doesn't start for anyone. He's a fraud. This is why he didn't get a big move. This is why you got him for cheap. This all mad things.
But even when Basuma did play, bro, it was underwhelming.
It was, but he was under Conte. It's under Conte.
Yeah.
You got to put that into context.
That's all I could go off.
He did look awful, but it is Conte.
But if you know ball, it's a thing where what he was asked to do was press and all this other, not even press so much, all this defensive crap, and Conte was coming out saying, oh, he's not ready to do what he needed him to do. It's kind of clear.
Understand the system. That's what he said.
There you go. It's clearly a system issue. And now he's playing an attacking system similar to what he's doing at Brighton. Man, I'm seeing. And he's got a big season ahead of him and a lot of haters to prove that. You get me? So Don't worry, Kate. I forgive you. It's all right. We move.
Yeah, no. Listen, I
Literally,
apologize. I'm a big man in there. I'll apologize when
you're
wrong.
the wrong person, bro. You're directing.
Yeah. Sorry, apologies.
Yeah. Now back to Corey.
Corey, why did Cassie look twice his age yesterday?
Wait, no. That one caught me off guard.
Of course.
Oh shit.
Wait, how old is Casemiro?
Wait,
that's a 62.
Wait,
that's a 62.
Corey,
wait.
I'm gonna need to know something.
Wait, that one gave me a headache.
But he said 62.
I can't lie. I respect that. Obviously, Casemiro didn't have the greatest of games, yeah. But you've got to understand that in our midfield as well, it was so open for us and so easy for you guys to like swarm it because we didn't have anyone defensively able besides from Casemiro. So like a lot of the stuff we were banking on him to get us out of the situations before the defensive line does it, which fair enough. Yeah, Basuma played cold, Maddison played cold, and what's the guy's name? I forgot his name.
Toure. Why Yaya
Toure? Yaya Toure played cold. Yeah, I can't like your midfield played hard, didn't it? But I just think it's a bit unfair for us to solely be jumping on, especially Casemiro, because he was the only one there defensively. Like if you had
his job there to defend, though, no?
No, his job is there. His job is there to defend. And he didn't have a. You're right, Corey. He didn't have a good game. But the fact that we're starting on Casemiro is absolutely ridiculous. With that game, like it's a major option. No, but you mentioned three. No. You mentioned three. You mentioned Ten Hag, Casemiro, Anthony. He shouldn't be three. We had a midfielder. We had wait. No. We had a midfielder out there who had 24 touches in 84 minutes, but we don't want to start there because he don't fit Monts' agenda. That's all that is.
No.
Let Casemiro. Let Casemiro. Wait. Hold up. Let Casemiro have 24 touches in 84 minutes. Is that not the top of the show? Is that not the start?
Listen, Casemiro got his pants pulled down.
No, he did. I'm not disputing that. Again, I'm not disputing that. Answer the question though. Right. If Casemiro had 24 touches in 84 minutes, we are starting there. Yes or no?
Would we?
What do you mean? Of course we are. Exactly.
Yeah, flawless. No. Let me land. Yeah. Listen, because Casemiro is the world class best in the world. We hear all of that. So when we hear all of that, no. Cool. Hey, Corey, I give you one more chance.
One more chance. Just using that nonsense. Monts. That shouldn't be an excuse every time, bro. I said this on Fabinho as well, though. Sorry, kids, but I said this on Fabinho as well. Like, I still think, obviously Fabinho is not as good now, but that season that he had a bad season, yes, a lot of people got onto him, but I was one of the many people that said, like Henderson's moving janky in that game, and it exposes Fabinho. Fabinho can't do everything. Yes, Fabinho is cold, but you got to have somebody that's at least defensively able in that 8 position.
No.
And Corey, can I chime in quickly? Look, Corey, you know why I'm not hearing that at all? Because when it was Partey and hear me out.
Corey, let's interrupt it. Hey, go on.
When it was Partey and when it's Rodri, for example, they play lone DM for their clubs, so they don't have anybody defending with them. But he's expected to defend. So why isn't Casemiro?
Wait, hold on a second. And what do you call it? Partey's best season, was it not next to Xhaka, who is also defensively able?
No, but Xhaka was playing further forward.
Xhaka was pushing on.
I'm not saying. Wait, hold on a second. I'm not saying he's not pushing on.
He's right.
Xhaka is defensively able, is he not?
Yeah,
okay, that's fine. That is completely
I get what he's saying.
What about Rodri?
But let's not do that. They do play. And Rodri's a bad boy. No, Kiers. Rodri's a bad boy. Don't get him mistaken.
Casemiro is there with him.
Yeah, 100%. But if you put Rodri, all right, but I flip the switch. If you put Rodri in our team, he looks like Casemiro.
No.
Yes,
of course he does.
Yes,
of course he does. Of course he does. By himself. So Rodri can, you know what I'm saying? So he Hulk. and can take on 3 players and take on 3 midfielders. Yeah, is that what we're saying?
Well,
I seen him.
Rodri, I promise you, Rodri played yesterday. Basuma is not badding him up how he did Casemiro.
Basuma's but the thing is though, all right, so Akil is dead though. 1, Basuma's a bad boy. 2, even when Casemiro played for Real Madrid, he would have got batted up. I've watched it, it's happened. All this because he's getting batted up in the shirt of red because he's in Manchester United's red shirt.
Can I make a point?
It's so like it's nothing to do with age. He got batted up when he was 26, 27, 28. Like,
flawless, bro. Can I make a point?
Yeah.
Another issue that I just feel like is a bit weird about Casemiro, and we'll finish this about Casemiro after this, innit? Yeah. Is that if Casemiro was in midfield with these bums in Fernandes and Mount, who would have got all the credit?
He would have got the credit.
He would be Casemiro because he's pulled off a miracle.
It was just a question. Let me finish that. So Casemiro would have got majority of the credit. Yeah. He would have got majority of the credit if he done well defensively, which he has done many a time last season, where he got majority of the credit, even though some others might have been maybe defensively with him. Either way, he gets majority of the credit when you play well. Yeah. As a world-class player, when you don't play well, you're going to get majority of the blame. Absolutely. And I'm not relieving Mount of any blame. We're not relieving Bruno Fernandes of any blame. We're not relieving Ten Hag of any blame. Everyone is to blame collectively. However, as I said, my expectation on Casemiro, even if Casemiro just had a bad game and he didn't, but the fact that he got made to look like a bitch, this is my thing. He got made to look like a bitch. And world-class players, you do not make a world-class player look like a bitch. You do not make Casemiro, 5-time Champions League winner Casemiro, look ordinary. And that's what he looked, ordinary. Yeah,
but that can happen. That's happened.
He looked twice his age. But anyway, we'll leave Casemiro because we know next game he won't look how he did for the first 2 games in a row, hopefully. So let's move on.
Hey, that's famous last words. I don't know about all that. No, with these two.
Exactly. World-class players find the way, as they do. You know what I'm saying?
No, they do. But
look like that if he plays with Mount and Bruno.
But just quickly, forget him looking well, because obviously systems matter and he needs to perform better. I'm not saying he's not above criticism. I'm saying he shouldn't be the main. He shouldn't be the main topic of conversation after that. That's my biggest issue.
He should be the main 3.
I hear that, but again, it's about standards. When it comes to, I'm not saying your standards. I'm saying it sounds to me like he's not the main point, but it just sounds to me like no matter how, but he can have another 7, 8, 9 stinkers in a row, and I'm just gonna hear he's playing with Mount and Bruno, and I ain't having that. I'm not having that.
So it's one of them. It's 50.
That's what you have to do.
No. You have to put him in. Like I said, nobody's looking world class with those two. That's a fact. Go get whoever 6 you want now. Go get other world class 6. No 6 is looking all right with them too. Like what we talking about. All I'm saying is put him with next to someone who Eriksen, who is just competent. Eriksen's just competent, and we see
Eriksen's less defensively able than all 3 of them, though.
No. Again, no, that's the myth. No. Eriksen's not less defensively able. No, stop looking at it in terms of just running around. No, I'm talking from a positional sense. Look at our average position maps from last season, and look at our average position maps of this season. I was a big defender of Eriksen. You know why? Because I noticed that. But because he doesn't run around, because he's not crashing into tackles, because he can't cover every blade of grass, people just obscure that. You can be defensively minded, positional sense. His positioning is A1 because his footballing IQ, even though he lacks physically, is out of this world. That's why we look so much more balanced with him in the midfield. And this is what I was saying all along about Eriksen. For all his deficiencies, yes, we need a major upgrade. That major upgrade is not Mason Mount. Eriksen is more defensively minded than Bruno and Eriksen because he will just sit in the pockets and just scream. That's simple. That's why we look so much more balanced with Eriksen. Again, I'm not saying Eriksen's the answer because he's not. I said all along that we need a major upgrade on Eriksen. It just wasn't Mason Mount. That's all.
Yesterday still. Well,
it's a balance in midfield. We have no balance. Yeah, go on.
There's 2 things I want to say, and one. Sorry, Ethan, to burst your bubble, but I'll be coming to you after. But the first thing I want to say is about Ten Hag. Now, everyone's, lauded Ten Hag about being this ruthless guy. Corey likes to say just ruthless. Like he said, quote Corey, if you have your chance, and if you don't do the business, it changes. Yeah, that's Corey's famous last word. What do you think going forward? We're gonna have to start really, really looking at Ten Hag, because if we're honest, this goes back to pre-season, slightly towards the end of last season. Like, things weren't great. You've established no style of play. Ange has been here for 2 months. Is it? Oh, a couple months he's been here.
About 6-7 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, about 6-7 weeks, and Tottenham look like a completely different side. Ten Hag's been here a year, and you look no different to before he was here.
That's cap.
What's that?
That's such cap.
That's cap.
That is cap.
You know, if I'm being
That
honest, Corey, you look more defensively sound and you have a bit more quality. In terms of the style of play, on the eye, it's not too different. Can't even cap.
But Ethan, look at this year. Ten Hag has brought in, he's brought in defensive people. Yeah, he brought in Malacia, which I don't think he done too bad last season, and Martinez, which has been a revolution. He brought in Onana, which affects the team heavily. Yeah, you've seen what Onana done even last game and the game before that. Bro, in my midfield, I've lost Fred. Yeah, as much as we get onto Fred, Fred was the most defensively able in that position, like in my team, in the 8 position. Yeah, we've lost Fred. We haven't played Van der Beek. Yeah, we brought in Mason Mount. That I have been saying from
You've got
when we
McTominay.
purchased him, he is a championship level player. Yeah. And we all know Mason Mount isn't defensive. I've never seen Mason Mount do anything defensively. So we've lost that 8 position. And then we've got Bruno, and we all know Bruno can't defend. That's not his game at all. So now, basically, I've got two positions in front of Casemiro that cannot defend, and then on top of that, you guys know that the only person that runs back in that front three is Anthony. He is the only person that runs back in that front three.
Yeah.
So now I'm looking at Rashford that's not running back. I've got Mount and Bruno, which defensively aren't able, and I've got a kid in Garnacho.
I hear that.
Now he's a kid.
Monts, just quickly before we move on.
No, hold on a second. Monto, make no mistake. I still think Garnacho is a huge talent. But I'm not going to sit there and say he's going to perform 10 out of 10 performances every game.
No one.
You're missing my point. You're missing me and Casey's point. Before we move on to the chats, at Ten Hag at Ajax, when he got to the Champions League and surprised everyone, he was playing Van der Beek in a fucking false 9, Tadic Cam. He played De Jong CDM. His whole 11. Yeah, sorry, the other way around. His whole 11 was cold and they were balling out, playing front foot football. I remember the first game that we played them in the Champions League, the football was nuts. The ball was it was like Pep. The football was nuts. Like you could recognize what they were trying to do. They were threatening. They had great wingers, they had Nevers as well. And you can see what they were trying to do. They were dominant. They were threatening. Yeah. What I'm seeing flipping yesterday and last season and since he's been there, it's the complete opposite, fam. And if I was to compare what I saw now, what Ajax to now, I saw Pep Guardiola style football back then, and I'm seeing Oli ball now. And 200-300 million later, there's not any difference.
And the reason why I don't agree with that...
Corey, let me respond to that in a sec about the Ajax thing.
We got to get to the super chat stuff.
Oh, yeah, do your thing. Get to the bread.
Do you want to get to them now? Or
no. Get to the bread.
Big up Wu-Tang Gambino, he says, Corey, Basuma nutmegs Casemiro how many times?
Was it twice?
Big up Wu-Tang Gambino with the super chat. You go big up Hit 44 as always. Says, are Man U happy with the Verratti links? Didn't even know there was Verratti links.
What's the source?
He's not very defensively able, so I don't think anyone would be. I don't think anyone would be happy.
That's a myth.
He's not defensively sound.
That's a myth. Before we move, go on.
LJ Brown says Monts giving Corey the Beanie Sigel countdown. Big up LJ Brown with the super chat as well. I mean, listen, we are on 461 live viewers at the moment. We were just under 500 not too long ago as well. So what I need everyone to do, we're currently sitting on about 212 likes. Remember, the like goal today is 321 likes. So if you haven't already, stop what you're doing right now and hit that like button below. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV and also make sure you subscribe to Big Six Bants. Of course, we've only actually gained about 4 subscribers this show, and there's been over 500 viewers here today. So
subscribers,
make sure, let's not just watch all of this and forget to subscribe. I know you like the content, but now you subscribe.
What's this Mason Mount conversion rate, man? Bump up the likes and the subscribers. What are we doing, you lot out here? What are we doing? You know what
flawless?
Yeah, you hate flawless.
Yeah, I'm saying make sure you do subscribe to the channel, especially if you're liking all the content. Yeah, so you were saying something about the style of play not being.
Yeah, bro. So, I just saw something completely different at Ajax to now, and I think he's a good manager in some aspects, but he hasn't been able to stamp his what's the word? His blueprint as much as I thought it would be.
Here's what I'd say to that.
It's still early, but I hear
what I'd say to him Ajax, because people always forget this, because he had 2 teams that he built at Ajax. He had the one that went to the semi-finals with like De Ligt, De Jong, etc. Then he built a second team. When you look at the second team, it looks a lot like this.
Yeah.
The style-wise. After they sold De Jong, they never went and signed another De Jong type midfielder. So this is more in the image. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just pointing that out. That he has more than one way that he likes to play. Go, people, go do your Googles and look at the second Ajax team and look at the first. The first is the more possession-based, technically sound. This one looks more similar to the Manchester.
Just to add to that,
go on.
Sorry to interrupt you. That's how, but that's with like the Ligt gone, the Young gone, Van der Beek gone, the whole spine. So of course he's got to change the football now. XX amount of money later, still, I don't get it. Why is it not attacking football? Why is it not threatening? Why is this so?
I think he's just made errors in regards to. I don't look at the style, I look at the personnel, and he's just made errors with the signings. You know what I'm saying? He's missed with the signings. I said it from the jump, and people don't like it, and it's not all his fault. So forget the game. Mason Mount was a horrible signing. He's gonna have to rectify that now, or he's gonna have to rectify that in the summer. Shout out to my guy Nero. He said it best. We signed a midfielder, and now all the conversation is about Manchester United signing a midfielder to replace the midfielder we just signed. That's how bad he is.
Yeah,
and Anthony's a miss as well. The 2 attacking players he's got wrong. It's the 2 attacking players.
I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny though. Like Liverpool's DM issue is like laughed at by the whole world, but like Manchester's centre issue to help Casemiro is like very it is more daunting than ever. Now that we've seen it in these first 2 games and the last 3 games of the preseason, like it is daunting. It is slapping you in the face. It's
slapping everybody. It's slapping everybody in the face now. Beforehand, when I was on here in the comment section and over my channel, over channels, it was, let's wait and see with Mount. It's gonna be a good signing. Ten Hag's gonna get the most out of him. 2 games, and now you're sat here talking about your midfield looks daunting. This was obvious. You wait for A or B long. And I said this. I'm a big fan of Ten Hag.
We all knew.
Regardless of
we might have known KC, but there was a lot of people, a lot of Manchester United fans who were like, maybe this can work. I remember them convos. Don't run, don't trick.
But I don't even think. Again, I already thought your midfield was done out before, man. I'll be real. I thought your midfield was done out before, man. But you man came third and won a cup, so that was never the narrative. And also you got the iconic trophy-winning victory past Arsenal in the preseason. So after all
preseason, preseason.
Not saying you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
Corey,
you're right.
You remember Corey?
You're right.
Corey's chest was higher than that.
It was. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm laughing, Monts, because you're right. Like preseason as well. I was told that.
That was flawless. You're laughing because that was the narrative. That was the narrative.
As much as it pays me to admit it, you was. I was told I've not watched the games. We look great. That's what I was told by my own fans. Not everybody. I was like, all right, let's see in it. It don't mean, and now 2 weeks in, everything's changed and all that. But you're right in terms of our midfield was done out beforehand. I know we've added is another done out midfielder to it. We've added more trash to the trash.
And obviously the last thing I think, just before Corey, because I know you got to show off. Anthony is actually bottom 7 wingers in the league. Bournemouth's Anthony, I believe, is better than United Anthony. Regardless, this man,
more effective.
This man offers nothing. He will do a pointless flip flap. The worst thing is, even if he didn't do the skills and he was this bad, I probably might even be less on him. But to have the audacity to do these tricks and flicks, and yes, I know he's that type of player, but he's just not a Premier League winger. So either they need to, he needs to be coached into a Premier League winger, or you need to go get your earnings back and make your money back and take your loss where you can take your loss. Because at the end of the day, this line is looking like Harry Maguire type signing. No one is talking. Everyone in the world heard about Sancho. Everyone in the world talk about the youth from South London, how he only put up 6 GA in his first season after being chased for 2 years and cost 75 mil. What about the Brazilian with the funny hair that cost more than him and put up the same amount of GA in his first season and done fuck all since he's came here, apart from net a couple of goals when he's needed to.
No, that pirouette. That pirouette on the debut. The pirouette on the debut.
He is seeing no. Obviously, I understand he's going to see less heat than Sancho because United were in a worse place. So I understand that. United obviously came third and won the trophy, whereas with Sancho, they were doing niche. Absolute niche. But let's be real. Anthony, if it doesn't fix up and if it doesn't happen, he's looking like a Maguire Sancho type.
This is the season, bro.
I was going to say,
I'm looking at Pelestri right now, bro. I'm looking at Pelestri to be playing
Pelestri.
Yeah, until Anthony does I think that's the necessary change.
Corey, do you not want to see Diallo over there?
What? What am I hearing?
I'd rather see Diallo.
He's injured, though, isn't it? What am I hearing?
I'm saying once he gets fit, though. I'm saying once he gets fit.
This was Ten Hag. No. You're not escaping this, bro. This was Ten Hag's number one guy. He said, if I'm coming, Anthony is coming with me. So let's not do the whole Diallo, Pelestri.
The reason why I'm going to say that's not true.
Again, we're not saying no.
It's that's not true because Frankie de Jong was the one that he wanted. It was Frankie de Jong.
Yeah, forget that. That's Frankie de Jong was the one.
Again,
I'm going to say that.
Yeah, we're not trying to escape anything. We're saying when I say Diallo or Corey says Pelestri, we're agreeing with you, man, and saying it's not working currently. I said all along about Anthony all this summer this is the season for him now. You had one
Corey,
season.
I want to hear
this
you
is
call
the
him
second
out.
season.
Call him out.
I just wait a second. Wait,
I want the head on the steak, man.
No, Corey. The way you got onto Pepe. The way you cooked Pepe. No. Because the way you cooked Pepe.
Casey, forget that. Anthony's debut when he scored against Arsenal. Remember the month of September, Casey. Remember the month of September.
I might even go back to that stream just to catch what he said. Just to catch what he said after that.
Casey, Anthony's playing super stinky, and
right now
Pelestri.
No, he is stinky. Not currently stinky.
Corey, he's not saying currently and right now, bro. He stinks, bro. He had enough time.
He is stinking.
No, not in.
By the way, do you might remember that video of Ten Hag and Anthony dancing? That little thing that.
Yeah, when he bagged, that was the game. That was the game.
Now you're talking about the
Carabao Cup.
It was the final.
I have some respect.
Anthony's the funniest.
Yeah,
he's awful. He is. I'm not disputing that. That's why I'm talking. That's why we're sat here talking about alternatives. He's awful. I'm not going to defend that. This is
Pelestri on the wing.
This don't mean that he can't turn it around, but it's like this is the season to do so. Like you're on the block. But he's been he is cool. We move on. Yeah, go on.
Just to turn it. When you say turn around, what's a good season from Anthony? Like GA wise,
everything. The reason why he definitely needs to get more output, but the reason why I don't say GNA is because I can sit here and say, all right, I want him to get 10 goals, and let's say in the next 10 games he gets, or in his first 10 games he gets 5 goals. That's a great return, and then the rest of the season he gets 5 in the next 28. He's got me my 10 goals, but it's not in a good way. But I need to see more goals and assists. Needs to be available more. I don't think people talk about that enough because he played less Premier League games than Sancho. But people don't talk about that. He played one game less. So you need to get on the pitch more goals, more assists, more overall impact. Too many times games are drifting. Like you got to be able to, yes, as an attacking player, you want to get goals and assists, but you have to affect the game outside of that. You can't be one of those players who, if you're not getting goals and assists, we're playing with 10 men. Too many attackers.
Yeah, how many man of the match performances has he had?
Yeah, like that type of thing. Or where you can say, yo, Anthony today, he was exceptional. He was great, even if we won, drew, whatever. I just need to see overall more.
Like
I need
Sterling
to. If you
today.
don't,
Like
I'm
Sterling.
where you at. Yeah, like Sterling today, I'm where I'm at with Sancho right now. Where if I get a good offer, I'm selling him.
Yeah, if Anthony had a Sterling-esque performance just once,
yes,
I would
I'm not saying Anthony now, bro. I can't sell Anthony now, bro.
No, Corey, I'm not saying sell him now. I'm saying I was talking about Sancho. I'm saying I'm giving Anthony this season. I'm gonna give him the second season and let's see what he can do. I'm gonna give him this season. Yes, I'm not just cutting him off after one. I'll give you two.
Let's just before we move on to the Chelsea game, and obviously we'll speak briefly about the Liverpool game. We are on 470 people in the house right now. And we are currently on about 248 likes. So again, let's bump up the likes. Let's try to get to 300 likes. So smash the like button if you haven't already.
321. You know the like goal.
321 is the like goal today before the stream ends. 321 likes is the like goal. So make sure you do hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe as well. Again, we're 37 subscribers away from 6,300 subscribers. The support has been excellent. The chat has been popping off today. We've just put a poll in the chat right now where you don't got to vote. Who would you rather, Mudryk or Anthony? So you don't get voting. There's already 26 votes in a minute already. So
your options. You finished.
That is
you finished.
Listen, Corey. Corey, you've held your licks. You've held your licks, so just fuck off.
You've been released.
Corey, big up, man. Love always good chatting to you, Corey. I'm gonna
shout you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Love Corey every single time.
Yeah, man. Anyway, love you, boys. We love you, bro. We love Corey. We love you. That's family, though. That's family, man. That's how we are, man. Don't worry. We don't hate him, really. Big up the 2 super chats that we just received now. Big up Hit 44. He says, oh wait, that is not even the super chat. It is.
What is the sauce? Hey, in the chat, what is the sauce to that? I'm saying, don't lie to me with that type of shit.
Let us know the sources. Big up Ethan as well. The V says, Anthony makes me fall out of love with football. Ooh, that's a bad one, by the way. That's mad. Big up Ethan to the super chat. Wu-Tang Gambino says, panel, better player, Anthony or Mudryk. Who do you prefer? Wu-Tang, I've just slapped, because of that super chat, I've slapped it in a poll. So don't worry, I got you. Big us up for the super chat as well. Guys, now this is the bit I've been waiting for. The part of the team. Yes, I know you guys probably think I've loved this. I've loved this whole Man United slander, bro. Whatever in it. I'm here for the Caicedo slander. I'm here for Chelsea. I'm here to tell you right now. Yeah, we don't care. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea 1, West Ham 3. Yeah. Chelsea now have a £220 million pivot. It's just full of the Benjamins. So it's fine. What I want to know is Chelsea fans are telling me how attractive their project was. They sit there with 1 point in the Premier League after 2 games and still can't score a goal. They still can't score goals. Let me know. Because when my DM, they laughed at my DM. They laughed at my one, my 30-year-old DM. He came on at 2-1. Needed to shore things up. We ended up winning that game 3-1. Came on, clamped someone. Diaz made a mistake. He went, mopped it up. Gave some security in our midfield, and we had 10 men. What did Caicedo do? Lose against 10 men. Concede a penalty.
It sounded mad.
It sounded mad, but this is what happened. Enzo got exposed. Caicedo got exposed. A £220 million pivot. And also, tell me what the difference is between Sanchez and Kepa. What's the difference? I bet you lot can't tell me that.
Are you blaming him just quickly? Are you just yes or no? Are you putting blame on him for the Antonio goal?
Who?
The goalkeeper.
Yeah, he got a hand to it.
Surely.
No.
I'm asking.
Flawless. I'm showing Flawless. I'm showing the same energy. You see when Kepa gets beat by long shots and he gets a glove to it, the really powerful one, especially the Tielemans one, especially in the final, the Tielemans one. Kepa didn't hit it. Kepa got rinsed for that goal in the final. The Tielemans shot for Leicester.
He did.
Antonio shot power, but he gets a hand to it. No one says a word.
No, Monts, you're being harsh there, man. You can't lie.
So, as I said, so when I see a few more of those, I'm yet to see Sanchez do anything crazy in it.
Why am I hearing Montel's getting onto Sanchez?
Yeah, bro.
Hearing a bit of animosity in the voice notes.
Bro, these fucking bums were on me for about 3 weeks, blood. These fucking bums.
Yeah, they was.
And now they have 1 point in 2 games. Understand, these men have spent. They're the only ones who can spend close to $1 billion and start the season like this. We're questioning Ten Hag's integrity. We're cussing Ten Hag's formulas, his tactics, his trim. Look, and he's on 3 points with a trophy and a 3rd place finish. But people aren't on Chelsea. Let me know. They are allergic to expectation. They're allergic to it. Only they can spend 150 million pounds on a guy and then let him have a stinker and give away a penalty in the first game. And then tell me, he hasn't had that much football. He hasn't had that much football.
That's not right.
Sub on 100 million pounds worth of players. Mudryk also cost 80 plus.
He's bad though. He's so bad.
Subbing on 80 mils worth.
Could have been UK.
They bought on 200 million worth to lose to West Ham.
Yeah, now Mudryk is. Wait, I'll be real, yeah.
And I'm shameless. Sorry, go on, kids. Go on.
I'll be honest, yeah. I've got a lot to say, and this is gonna sound mad, isn't it? But for me, Chelsea, yeah. I look at Chelsea. I mean, listen, the Mudryks, the whatnots, they're terrible. We know that. But for me, I look at somebody like Enzo Fernandez, yeah.
63.
And listen, Enzo Fernandez played very well in it. He played very well.
Sorry, I didn't mean. Sorry, man, but that caught me off guard. Sorry, man.
Don't listen laugh because I've had to go back and forth so many times. That's why that's funny in it. Sorry, go on.
Nah, I know, but bro, I'll be real, yeah. I look at somebody like Enzo Fernandez, and listen, like I said, he had a great game against Liverpool. But bro, I look at him overall. Please, Mandem, let me know. Do you think this guy's good enough? Because for me personally, yeah, I look at him and I respect players that always want to get on the ball, try and create new things. He's like that, and I respect that about him. That's what I like about him. But overall, he's just not good enough for me. That I don't rate him. Am I the only one?
What do you mean by he's not good enough for what?
I think he is cold. He is
bro,
cold.
look at today. Look at today, for example. Yeah, there's so many times I saw him connect the ball and just putting meaningless crosses into the box. And
he did that towards the end, which is very unlike him because he's not his decision making. Even if the pass or the cross goes wrong, his decision making is normally on point. So I get what you're saying because there's 3 or 4. There was 3 times after West Ham went down to 10 men where Enzo's kicking the ball long. He's chipping the ball into the box, and it's like you have 10 men build up the play. But before that, Chelsea were the better side. But Chelsea's problem is not midfield, and I've been banging on about this to Chelsea fans and Prime will know this because we've been fighting our separate fan bases about the same thing. For all the great business Chelsea have done, they don't have goals. Who's creating? Who's scoring? Yeah. That's their biggest issue.
I've been hearing. No. I'm not want to hear goals though, because Jackson is the baby Drogba. I've been hearing baby Drogba for the whole of preseason. Baby Drogba. That's all I've been hearing.
Yeah, I've been hearing baby drugs. Baby drugs.
That's just desperation. I've been telling these man if no one's putting money on 3 to 4 free Chelsea players getting double figures in the league. In terms of goals, no one's putting money on that.
No way.
I said 3. I said 3. Not even 4 or 5. I said 3 players. Probably not even 2. It's probably Sterling and that's it. He ain't putting money on anybody else.
Is Matisse live? I'm calling Matisse. Is he live?
I don't know if Sterling gets double figures. I don't think anyone.
This is my point.
I can't see anybody getting double.
Guys, hold on. Matisse. No, Matisse. No, Matisse. You don't get to do that one. You're live, Matisse. Because you wanted to call me. You wanted to. No. I don't want to hear it. No, Matisse. It's game week 2. It's August. No. It's August. Matisse. We're talking May. No. We won't be talking in May. I told you if you shoot, make sure you shoot to kill. I did tell you. Window. No, that was a window. I didn't speak about matches. No. But the guy you shot to kill with, he played today, didn't he? Didn't he? No, brother. We spoke about transfers, not matches. This is not my business. This is the team. It's down to the team now. Nothing to. So it's not down to the £115 million man you gave away. No, not me. No, I'm not involved. That's the team. The team has to sort that out. Okay, so should I call Bowley then? Should I call? You have to. Molly can't believe you have to. Because bro, I just did transfers. I shot to kill on transfers. That's it. Oh, so you won the transfer window. So you're last year Spurs then? Is that what it is? Yeah, exactly. Okay. Just okay. Now you're following what I'm wanting. Oh yes, more than Listen, Matisse, you know what? Because you didn't keep me long last time when you called my phone, and you know what? Big you up for picking up.
I didn't even say anything. Did you drop points? Yeah.
No,
we true.
Right. Okay. So listen. I picked up when you called me, so I'm just returning the favor. So listen, this can be a back and forth thing if you want it to be, but I wouldn't do that if I were you because you guys aren't looking great. So listen. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Just keep wiping the tears of those Benjamins. Money club, right? Money man, right? You know what I'm saying? All of that good stuff. And we'll speak soon, yeah?
Okay. Well, hopefully not, because if you're ringing me, it's never a good thing. Let's be honest. It's usually because we've got you're not ringing to congratulate me with 3 points. So
yeah. I mean, it's fine. You rang me in front of 7,600 people to laugh at me. So you think I'm ever gonna forget that? I'm never gonna forget that. Yeah? Yeah? That felt like Mourinho running down the touchline in 014. Just know that one. Yeah? That's how bad that one felt. But it's cool. Listen, it's a Sunday, it's the evening. Go watch whatever series you need to watch, my brother. Blessings to you, and we'll speak soon, yeah? Go subscribe to Matisse's channel, people, by the way.
Yes, make sure you do so.
Take care, my brother.
Hey, Chelsea fans are hurt, man. It's sad though, because they shouldn't be hurt. That's the thing. They spent so much. They shouldn't be like this. And this is what I said, like Chelsea, and you're right, Monts. These man never ever get. If this was anybody else, Liverpool, Arsenal, United, Tottenham, if this was any other club, the league, Spurs, that's what I'm saying.
No.
They're gonna
even Spurs would have got a mention.
This is what I'm saying. These men do not hold corn. They're not good at holding corn, and I don't understand why. Like, I don't. And like I said, yeah, for me, you're speaking about Jackson. Jackson is.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. That is killing me.
I can't work him out. I can't work him out as a striker, bro. Like, I don't. There's something. I don't know what he is. Like, he looks good sometimes. Like, he looks decent and he does decent things, but other times I'm looking at him thinking that, bro, like, what do you do?
He is. Like? He kind of looks like.
They want me to call Don. Should I call Don? Should he get the call as well? Since he ducked it, should I call his phone?
Yeah, I mean, he ducked.
I'm not even doing it like that. Let me call this guy right now.
It is. Now you know what Jackson is. He's like an unpolished Jamie Vardy. That's what he kind of looks like.
No,
that's not even disrespectful because Jamie Vardy's a ball.
That's disrespectful.
That's not disrespectful. Nah, because the thing is, Welbeck's more technically sound than him.
Hey Don, hey, you're live. Obviously, there's a bunch of receipts I've had to collect, and yours just happens to be one of them. No, this isn't laugh. We're not laughing today. This isn't, you know what I'm saying? This isn't laughter.
You should be receiving.
No receipt. Oh yes, honestly, what I want to know is that why you can spend all this money and be on 1 point after 2 games.
We didn't take our chances today. That's how.
Oh no, but you've never taken. You've been saying.
Against you guys either.
Don, you've been saying that since Diego Costa, my brother.
Bro, listen. This is what I said to you. I said, listen, I was on never a foul earlier, and I done said it on never a foul. I said we've got balance in midfield now with Caicedo. I thought he would start the game. Yeah, I said we've got balance in defense as well. But the biggest question mark I've got is our strikers, bro, and our attack. That's the biggest question mark I've got. And today, they showed me why I've got a question mark with them, bro.
Not the defense. Not the defense. So conceded from another set piece. Okay.
Bro, you're right. But end of the day, West Ham, their average height is 6'2". These lot are big. And let's not act like James Ward-Prowse isn't one of the best set piece takers in the league, bro. Like, West Ham, that is one of their biggest strengths, set pieces. You feel me? So, but I was told Chelsea's best defense. Wait, let me finish. No. Do you know what, Dom? You don't get it. Done. Today is speaker spoken to. That's the policy today.
Yeah. If you didn't win, that's the policy. Speaker spoken to.
I get told how good the defense is. I get told even if Reece James is injured, you have Gusto there. I've been told that Chilwell's. Yeah. All of that. But anyway, my brother, I'm just saying that again. You had a pivot of 220 million. All those Benjamins, 220 million of the Queen's finest pounds, and you still got exposed. So I'm gonna need you to explain to me why Endo was better than Enzo and Caicedo. That's what I need to know.
Listen, Caicedo, I don't know what was going on with him today, but whether he was still burst from the drinks he's been having for this move, I don't understand what was going on with him today. But bro, he looked off in it, and that penalty was a howler. It was a disaster class. What do you want me to say? Like, it was a shocking debut. But I'm looking at guys Enzo today. Enzo didn't impress me today, bro. He wasn't at it. But listen, I'm looking at a team today that struggled against one of the best low block teams in the league, and they run out of ideas. And when you're creating chances like that against a team that defend like West Ham, to me, that's a good sign. But what's not good is not finishing those chances, bro. That's our biggest headache right now. Yes, you're right. Defensively, we could have been better in parts. Like when we conceded that second goal, that is shocking defending.
Don. Too many details. Too many details. Yeah. At the end of the day, just do better.
Yeah,
because I was in the middle of an audition and you called my phone and you told me get on stream in front of 2,000 people. Get on stream. You see that? See how that one works? It's not nice.
Oh, okay. So
it's not nice.
So what, you've got all these chest back now because you beat Bournemouth at home.
No. I haven't said anything about my win. Your wins are like that. That's like crack. Your wins are like crack to me, bro. It's addictive. I love that. Do you know you have more signings than wins, right? You know you have more signings than wins, right?
I'm fully aware, my brother.
Okay, well that needs to change. That needs to change. So listen, I'll let you be on your way. You can breathe. I know you're out right now, so I'll let you enjoy your outing. But I know you will be clenching your fist and staring at the ceiling, pissed off for the rest of this week until next week. So until next week, we will see you soon. The people of Big Six fans wanted you here today, so please be here the next time you need to be here, my friend. Okay?
Say that, my bro.
Stay blessed, my brother, and we'll see you soon. Bum.
Hi, before you continue, yo, I got dip, though. Hey, big up to you, man.
Yeah,
man. It's always good being over here, man. Large up the chat. Mump up the likes as well. Subscribe to Big Six Bands, man. These man doing great work over here. Therefore, catch up with you, man, soon. Probably after another United loss, but yeah, big up, yeah. Bless up you, man. Every single time. Love, bless.
Man said,
don't worry, we'll be cutting off in a second, but go on.
Yeah, man said the team was tall. Like they're tall.
I'm hearing
and the low block thing. They're the best low block team in the league. Like, bro, for me, that I can't. This is a good Montel. Why is it? Why you're right. I maybe didn't see. I had tinted glasses, but why are they allowed to say these excuses and not be getting the absolute rotisserie right now? Like the rotisserie these men should be on is crazy.
This is why Marcus in the chat said Monts versus Chelsea part 63, because I've had to say it again and again and again, and people weren't seeing it. I'm telling you, only these men can do this and have these excuses.
Bro, man has bought Caicedo and got Enzo last season. If Arsenal made those two signings in like 5 years, I'll be getting cooked. 5 years, bro. If I made two signings like that, I'll be getting cooked and haven't done nothing. These man made it in two transfer windows.
I already said, and because it would have been the same for me. If our bid for Caicedo went through, every touch, every pass, everything is under the microscope. Everything.
Of course.
Everything. Same with Rice. If Rice had a good game, so that's why no one's talking about Rice. If Rice so much as had one stinker, you know it's the talk of the
bro. The second this stinker happens, Montel, it's getting. We know what it is. We just have to build up enough good performances to try and X out that one bad one that's inevitably gonna come. Because everyone has it. All players have it. They have a game where they're wrong, and we've just got to be prepared with the.
But West Ham were good. Obviously, the likes of Bowen, Paqueta, Areola saves the penalty.
Fornals came on and looked dangerous, bro.
Yeah,
Fornals come on and looked
dangerous.
That's
a big moment. That's a big moment in the game. That's 1-1.
Yeah, Areola.
Just probably go on to win after that. You know what I'm saying? Antonio bullied up Colwill, the defense that we love to hear about. It's one of these ones, isn't it? So there's so many things to talk about with Chelsea, and I think we'll save it for more in the week after your game as well. We'll get to it more. Probably we'll try to get we'll try to get Don on for Tuesday, so we can go into depth a little bit more. When we talk about your game, we'll go into depth for the Chelsea game, especially because Chelsea's corn will not be stopping here. You know what I'm saying? My calls for Matisse and Don were personal. I got humiliated in front of over 10,000 people. So, you know, you can see where my anguish comes from with that one. Liverpool, obviously, Liverpool 3, Nottingham Forest.
No, Bournemouth.
Sorry, Nottingham Forest. Sorry, Bournemouth 1.
Man said Nottingham Hill, sorry. This guy's getting...
it's funny. Carney's in my head.
This time next week.
All right, Carney's in my head. Speak. We won't talk too much about that. Obviously, we've got tomorrow's stream to go into real deal with the Liverpool game. But yeah, man, Diaz, Salah, and Jota getting the goals. Szoboszlai man of the match. Endo came on and looked quite good, which was surprising to a lot of us. Virgil van Dijk with a good performance. Konate was all right as well. I think there was obviously the defense was shaky first 20 minutes, but then we just done what we needed to do. What Chelsea was expected to do after they conceded early doors, everyone kind of expected Chelsea to just mop up. You know what I'm saying? Good thing he's cashed out, by the way. If you know. But yeah, hey, but it's one of them ones where I'm not gonna like Diaz, man. Diaz looking like the best attacker in the team right now. I had a feeling he did have a point to prove after he was holding a bit of criticism at the back end of last season. Obviously, McAllister red card for me was never a red card. McAllister's red card for me was very.
Yeah, that's arguably the silliest decision.
I couldn't believe
straight red as well. That's what killed me. Like,
and no one has McAllister in the team.
Does it not confuse you, man, in this day and age when they've got like 5 officials looking at one situation that they managed to see wrong conclusion?
I don't get it. I said this numerous times. This league is the poorest league when it comes to officials, and it's really poor. Really poor.
Becoming a bit more regular, I think, as well.
Literally, it gets worse and worse, but week in, week out.
Yeah, every game week, there's at least a stinker. Every game week, there's just a giant stinker.
Last week is Anna, this week at McAllister, it's just stinky.
Yeah, next week is going to be a next one, and a week after, it's a typical cycle.
Man, you know what's that? Man, am in the room under no pressure, looking at a TV, 10 different,
literally
2 minutes,
off, 10 bad decisions.
Bro, I can't believe no one in that room went, hold on a minute, they just flashed ankles. Why is that a red card? No one said that. No one.
Yeah.
Pay me 20 back a week, a month, whatever. I'll do it. I'll do it correctly. I promise you.
I promise you, the casuals can do a better job than these, man. Promise you that.
It's mad. Marcus saying, speak on the South, they're calling Diaz the South American thug. That was a mad goal though. Man flicked it up and scissor kicked. Man flicked it up. I gave it the meanest. My thing with Diaz though is that I'm not gonna lie, he needed to brush up on the goal scoring. If Diaz turns into a goal scorer, could we be looking at one of the most dangerous wingers in the league if he can consistently score goals?
Yeah.
To me, he's not a good goal scorer.
100%.
Yeah, that's the one.
100%.
Listen, everything else is there.
Yeah, I do hear that.
2 and 2, can't compare.
And he probably could have had a few more as well. Salah, on the other hand, obviously scores the penalty, but in front of goal, he looked a bit off. Like his all-round game was actually better than his his finishing's looking a bit weird to me. He looks like he's just trying to hit the ball anyhow. It's like he's rushing his finishing.
Salah to me looks
another year like a shot.
It's the Harlem pressure. The Harlem pressure is getting to him. I'll be real.
Because he seems like
just looks
like he probably should have had 4 goals. He should have had 4 goals in 2 games for me. He should be on 4 goals now. I think he should be on 4 goals. But
Salah would have. Salah would have been on 2 or 3 at least. But now, bro, the penalties. This is yet another penalty miss. I know he scored after, but this is another one. These are all happening in short succession. Like over the last 6 months, these penalties have just been poor. Like his finishing hasn't been great. Like I don't know what it is. Also
say there was, I think it was a little bit of stuff in there where like the offside goal against Chelsea was marginal. I think if that goal goes in, there's a different mindset. But with someone like Salah, just like Casemiro, he's not on a standard where I can be like, oh, if his goal went in, then maybe he would be no. Like you're supposed to be, you're in the best 11 of all time in the Premier League. That's why people talk about you. Like you're one of the Premier League to race the game. So therefore, we're gonna need to see like you're on 1 goal. He's got GA 1 goal, 1 assist. So on paper, it looks fine. And his all-round game hasn't even been too bad. But in terms of goal scoring, that is his best attribute. And he should be on 4 goals.
And in terms of lighting up the game, so I need a Salah man of the match performance again. Those days where Salah is running the game. I know Liverpool's changed as a team, but like yesterday we saw it with Foden, bro. Foden had the chance to step up and brother took that with 2 hands, bro, and completely ran the game. He didn't have to score, but he done everything else. Absolutely everything else.
I think he had like a similar...
You go on.
No, yeah. No, I was saying it was Sabosco that ran the show for me on Saturday.
He
played hard. He played hard.
Do you know what? And he was playing that same right. It was like a right centre mid, right mid.
Yeah,
it was like he done what
same as Foden.
He done what Henderson was asked to do, but with technique. Sorry, Henderson.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
More elegance. He's all round better than Henderson. We know that. But
we know that, yeah.
But he does it with a bit more swagger and like more elegance as well. Like he's a good player, man. I can't lie, he played well.
Yes, but Chelsea was obviously different games. I mean, now as I said, we're 2 games in, so we'll have to see and all that good stuff as well. Listen, people, we are going to end it there. Big up everyone who sent in the super chats as well. We're going to head over to Egal, so stay on here and type in BSB Raid Gang as we head over to Egal stream. Big up Slim, Ake, LJ Brown, Wu-Tang Gambino, Hit 44 for their super chats, and T-Baby, of course, and Ethan for the super chats as well. Make sure, if you haven't liked the video already, to smash the like button. Are we on 300 likes? I'm not on this thing right now, so someone just confirm if we're on 300 likes. We're like 5 off the last time I checked. So someone let me know if we're on 300 likes. Big up Solo, Daniel, Wu-Tang Gambino is also a member, Slim Ake, Ed, Skip to Malu, Kaz, Edwin, Honestly Solo, D1, KLFC, Beijing Reds, Roms, Aiden, Andrews, and T-Baby as well as the members. And yeah, people, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Again, we're 20-something away from 6,300. Let's get there by the end of today. And of course, listen, it's been another episode of Big Sixpence. It's the BSB Roundup. It's as toxic as it gets. See you guys at 11 p.m. tomorrow. And also, you're going to get my personal reaction to the game weeks as well. You're going to get that for tomorrow morning as well, including Liverpool's game. And of course, we've got the Arsenal game tomorrow. So we've also got so many streams. We've got the Liverpool stream. Liverpool will start streaming tomorrow. And of course, we got the Arsenal reaction on Tuesday as well. So people, big up. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. It's been another episode of Big Sixpence. We will see you in